Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellow, Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
All right, apparently Anthony Joshua is on the, I reported that he was on the move looking for trainers in America again. Think he was at Virgil Hunter Gym, and now he finds himself in Dallas, Texas at Derrick James Gym. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live and drop a video. One thing you need to know about Derrick James ain't probably traveling to the UK. He got shit going on at the crib. So more than likely, you know, he gonna have to come to America. But then again, you know, it's probably taxes is probably why he don't want to train in America. You know, and a lot of dudes like to be at home. You got some people who believe, you know, like Terrence Crawford. I remember Andre Ward before the Super 6 would go away for camp. You got some people who believe going away from camp is better for them. You got some people who like being around their family. A lot of people who go away from camp, they tend to believe that to get away from distractions. That's what they believe. They like to get away from distractions. That's what they want to believe. They don't want no distractions. They want to be focused. They want to be honed in. They want to be 100% locked in on boxing. You know, or, you know, mixed martial arts, whatever they doing. You know, you got some people that get away. I remember Jimmy Butler for the Bulls. One summer, he made a huge jump with the Bulls. He said he didn't do nothing but hoop and sit in the crib. That's all he did. That's all his whole summer was just hooping in the empty crib. Just hooping in an empty crib. That's all they did. You know, kind of like Goku and Vegeta going into the hyperbolic chamber or some shit like that. You know, so that's what some people be on. And sometimes, you know, some people feel better around people. You know, I feel like if that was me, I like to just get away. You know, 100% locked in on the task at hand. But, you know, Anthony Joshua probably, he like being at the crib. Who never knows? You might have a family member that needs you. You might have a, you know, somebody, you know, your kid, or, you know, you got a kid or girl, baby mama might need you around for help. So you can't trust people like maids and shit these days, and, you know, caregivers. So you might, you know, your services might be needed around the crib. So I 100% get it. 100% get it. So, but, you know, as far as the fit, I mean, yeah, but like 704 Joe said yesterday on Tuesday on the live, you know, you can't give him no heart. So what we talking about? Derrick James can, you know, help him be a more aggressive fighter, use his size and stuff. But, you know, conditioning wise, I mean, what you gonna do conditioning? What you gonna do for a heart? That's what you gotta ask yourself. What you gonna do for conditioning? You know, is you gonna be willing to drop the weights and, you know, focus on, you know, running the miles and doing what need to be done for conditioning? Because they don't work with Blu-ray no more. I know Derrick James, they were saying Derrick James was doing the leg workouts, but for aerospins, but conditioning, what you gonna do? That's the biggest thing, is his conditioning. And I seen that if he can trust his conditioning, he might be in the game. That's what it seemed like. If he can trust his conditioning, he'd be in the game. But you know, I think, you know, that's a good fit for him. You know, I think Derrick, you know, big guy, need to be aggressive, come forward, got reach, got power, got athleticism. It's just, you know, getting him to believe in his win. It might be something he might be indulging outside of boxing. Might be killing condition. It might be all the muscles. It might be the weights. It might be, you know, something that he lacking in training, something that he don't want to do. Like Deontay Wilder wasn't running miles. That's why Deontay Wilder was getting tired. And after his career, he want to start running miles. Yeah, we all hate that shit. You know, people who run like cross country and the distance and the Olympics and all that track and field, yeah, they like it. They like running distance. But the average person or the average athlete don't want to get out there and run miles. That shit it's tough. You know, mentally you gotta go to a whole different place. The one thing that shit build is mental toughness. For you to be out there and you to go around the track 20-something times, bro, or you run the marathon, that's tough. That's tough. And your body start getting fatigued, depending on what type of conditioning you in. Once you kind of used to, you break the condition, you don't feel the chest pains no more. Like you eating bullshit, you ain't used to being conditioned, you will feel it in your chest first. But after a while, you start to feel it in your legs. You start kind of feeling your quads, But once you kind of like get used to it and break through that point to get to your second win, a lot of times people be good. But yeah, maybe that's something he need to implement more. If he really was putting in the miles like that, he wouldn't have that amount of muscle on his body. Now, he might just be a genetic freak of nature from the great continent of Africa by way of Nigeria. That might just be it. Some of them dudes just got a lot of fast twitch muscles, and that's just his genetics to build a lot of muscle mass. And if that's the case, then if you probably want to drop the weights, probably want to up the conditioning, up the running. And if that's running, that's what gotta be running miles and then mixing in some sprints at some point of the day or after the miles to push them. Then that's pretty much probably what he's gonna want to have to do. But then, kind of keep them, the lean muscle stimulated. Just you do push-ups, calisthenics, pull-ups, dips. You can keep lifting what he can do. Keep doing his legs. His squats and all that type of stuff. He can keep doing that, but yeah, you can go heavy at the bottom, but I would go, light at the top. And I think that's the recipe for him. In my opinion, that's the recipe for him. That's the recipe. But Derrick James should be able to, I think the styles mesh. The reach, the speed, the style, keeping guys, the pressure, keeping out the guys at the end of his punches, the body placement. I mean, Derrick James and them, they don't throw a lot of combinations as far as like, 3, 4, 5, but they throw, Errol like to throw the jab, hold you with the jab, then one, throw the 3, 4 to the body. I think Anthony Joshua can do that. Double up the jab to the body. So I think it's the perfect style. I think Teofimo Lopez is a great fit for Derrick James too. For what he needs to do, T.O. being a shorter guy. I think Derrick put him in the high guard because he go to welterweight. Obviously, he can't box. He gets a lot of guys at junior welterweight. Well, not a lot of guys at junior welterweight that can box, but eventually, if he want to be successful, go to welterweight. I think that style will benefit him. And then he already a natural counter puncher. And he can punch. I think him kind of like learning to get on it, learning to be aggressive and cut the distance off would be good too. But yeah, it's a perfect fit. Can't take shit away from Derrick James. Hell of a coach. He ain't gonna be one of them dudes who yell at you, smack you in their face, and all that type of shit. So from that standpoint, I don't think AJ really looking for a disciplinarian. Maybe that might be what he need more of Floyd Senior. Floyd Senior gonna give it to you raw, tell you, look, man, you gotta stop. You gotta drop them up weights. He gonna give it to you raw. He gonna set a high pace. Yeah, he probably need more of a disciplinarian. And then apparently he had Robert Garcia in camp, and they was going back and forth. He was challenging Robert Garcia, and I'm like, dude, you the one that's coming off losing. You the one that asked for Robert Garcia, and Robert Garcia had a good game plan. He the one that just didn't trust his conditioning. And now he lose, he want to blame Robert Garcia and go to the next one. It might be beneficial for him to walk away. If he got the money, it might be beneficial to get a win and walk away. I read an article that said that he preferred the Dillian White fight over the Tyson Fury fight. I just said he a puppet for Eddie Hearn. Whatever Eddie Hearn say do, they gonna do. Come on, of course you prefer the Dillian White fight because he just lost to Jermaine fucking Franklin, a lot of people said. So of course you prefer the fight because Tyson Fury beat the dog walking shit out of him. And we all know that. But if he ain't gonna train in Texas, I don't think that's gonna work. But they showed Derrick James them commas, them zeros, shit. Could you blame him? Could you blame him? So, money talk, bullshit walk, but you know, he probably need to come to America, get some good American sparring, get some of that Texas heat, especially in the summertime. You know, be around some other world champions. They can pick each other's brains. He can see what they do for conditioning. Maybe even get with my man's at Errol Spence with Declan Welch. That may help him. First thing he gonna tell him, man, dude, you can't be lifting this heavy ass shit. And that ain't what Anthony Joshua want to hear. That ain't what he want to hear. You know. But when you making the money he making, and you the former unified champion, you was 1 belt away, 2 belts away, 1 from the ring, and another belt away from undisputed. You know, it's hard for anybody to tell you anything else. See a lot of these rappers and these actors and these young musicians and all this, and these young people got all this money, you know, and you see a lot of yes men around them. As soon as somebody tell them no, they put their own mama out. You know, they cut their own mama off. So, you know, when you think about these guys, these men in position like that, what can you really tell them? Hard to tell them anything. So, but I think it's a match. I think it's a match made in heaven, honestly. You know, but if he ain't want to go to Houston, I don't think he's gonna want to go to Dallas. He want to stay right in the UK. So it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We got live drop video. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole line. Yep, the link tree is the first link in the description. You can literally find me everywhere by clicking there. Check out the boxing news and heavyweight boxing talk playlist. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Other than that, man, I appreciate y'all. Peace.